think the soul is bottomless. I don't think there's a ground zero. Oh, I hit the complete floor of my ability. I don't think that exists. I think that the more you dig deeper, the farther you go. The higher you climb, you realize, oh wow, this mountain keeps going. It doesn't end. We sometimes try to create a scenario, well, I have nothing more to prove. And that's not true. You can always prove more if you want. Quite often, you perhaps have gotten a little down on life and you say, I'm not that happy anymore. And if you're not happy, you're not going to be ambitious. So I try to keep my mood up. The point is, I believe that you've got to continue to push forward to find some, challenge. For lack of a better term, some goal. I like just taking all the cards of the deck and throwing them in the air and see what lands where. For example, I lived in California for 40 years. Big time. That's what you call a lifetime entrenched. Within 3 days, I said, I'm out of here. Gone. And one of the reasons I did that is I was settled in. I realized I was going in circles. It was the same streets, the same repetition, same people, and I go, that's not interesting. And I can feel myself, my batteries going down and down and down. Once I moved away, oh my God, you talk about stimulation. You're on fire. You have a whole new environment, stimulus, this and that. Now, I'm not recommending that everyone moves, but if you start to change your pattern, in other words, I'm not going to go to the store, I'm going to go to this restaurant, I'm going to go to that neighborhood, I'm going to try this, I'm going to dress this way. All of a sudden your brain is getting new stimulus, and one thing activates another. I once wrote a line in a screenplay, I don't even know if it's original, but if you don't get rid of your problems, eventually your problems are going to get rid of you. It's going to overwhelm you, and goodbye. That's the end. I found that it's really hard, but you know what your problem is. You can't lie to yourself. You know it. If you're abusive, or you're this, you're not good to your dog, you know it. But to not face it, so fix it. It's not brains, it's there. I found myself sometimes when I'm working on the set, I get a little annoyed or I get impatient, I get tired, I get short with people, and I could see it affected the whole set. Now, you apply that to life. In your house, you're walking around, oh, yeah, shut up, I wear my shoes, get lost, I'm not happy, you don't say good morning, you don't say good night, you don't say I love you. It's like you're getting morose. Guess what? You got a morose house. So you are the architect of your life. You're the engineer of your train. You are driving your own cab. So you can take it wherever the hell you want to go. So on the set, I decided to say to people, hey, you're doing a great job in wardrobe. Wow, that makeup looks fantastic. The cameraman, you know what? Your lighting is fantastic. When I tell you, they applaud when I walk on the set, as opposed to going, boo, he's back. They welcome me. And that is something that I've learned the hard way. I said, it's all about what you give out is what you get. Period. 100%. You want to be a schmuck, you're going to be treated like a schmuck. You want to be nice, you're going to be nice. And people will be nice. And if they're not nice, you know what? Later, that's their problem. You find mean people, guess what? Pity them. Because they're stuck in that head. At least you can get in a cab and leave. They can't. They are caught in that horrible syndrome called their brain. I can't take that, to hell where I'm going. I can't take that with me. No. But the daughters, I really am intensely, obsessed with talking to them, FaceTiming, and they're blossoming. I said, why didn't I do this before? If you show people attention, people are like flowers. Don't water it, guess what happens? Give it attention, it grows. Period. But I was too foolish and self-absorbed because, let's face it, people, especially, I don't know about women because I am not a woman, definitely. But men have this need to arrive at a certain place, hopefully by a certain age. And you're so obsessed with finding your place in the world, and you feel that time, boom, you feel the time, march of time beating down on you. Why am I not here at this time? Why is that guy ahead of me? That quite often everything else gets pushed to the side because you want to establish your course. You want to plant your flag in your future there. Okay, I did it. This is where I want to be, and now I can relax a little bit. Well, a lot of things suffer on that front because you are absorbed with accomplishing your goals, and everything else is secondary. When you get older, you regret it.
Good.
A girl today said, Mr. Stallone, I'm an actress. She's one of the extras. And I was an extra, so I get it. She goes, do you have any advice? I went, wow. Well, there's so much out there, so much competition in this, not just in my industry, in the world in general. You have to find what you think you're a specialist at. In acting, if you feel comedic, if you have a rough exterior and kind of a deep voice, you're not going to ever be hired as the love interest. You're going to be the bad guy. So focus on being that interesting bad guy. And there are certain actors that have played that kind of heavy and have worked their whole life. I think in the real world, you have to say, what can I do that I really enjoy and I'm fairly good at? I may not make a fortune, but I like going to work every day because this sort of